Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Here I will be covering all the important topics of chemistry related to competitive examination like JEE Main and Advanced, NEET UG, KVPY, WBG, etc. Please subscribe my channel and share with your friends so that they can also get in touch with me. What I am planning over here that after every class I will be taking some questions from previous year so that you can understand the topics very easily. If you are really want to prepare yourself, then subscribe my channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon to get regular updates. So let's continue with our topics. Today we are going to discuss about EZ nomenclature. So what is EZ nomenclature? Why we need this EZ nomenclature, that is more important. But before we start with this particular thing, we are going to discuss about what is geometrical isomerism, because now let me tell you what is geometrical isomerism. The configurational isomers which possess the same molecular and structural formula but differ in the arrangement of atoms or groups in space due to restricted rotation are known as geometrical isomerism. So what do you mean by restricted rotation? This is very important. Suppose if you have carbon-carbon single bond, then you know that this carbon-carbon single bond can rotate. Okay, so rotation is possible over here. Rotation is possible, mind it. Rotation is possible over here. But if you have carbon-carbon double bond, then rotation is not possible at all. Rotation is not possible. Rotation is not possible. And because of this, you are getting geometrical isomerism. Okay. Now the point is, if you are having this type, suppose you are having a molecule like this, that is CAB. Okay, look at this molecule very carefully. You can see that across this double bond, okay, across this double bond, this same group are on the same side of the double bond. That is the reason why we would say this is the example of cis isomer. So geometrical isomerism having two types, one is called cis, second one is called trans. Okay, what is trans then? Across this double bond, if similar group are present opposite side, then it is known as trans isomer. Okay, so we have few examples over here. Let's talk about cis 2-butene. So look at this structure, you can easily understood that the methyl group present same side across this double bond, that's why it is known as cis 2-butene. Similarly, in this particular case, the methyl groups are present opposite side across this double bond, that's why it is an example of trans 2-butene. Similarly, in case of malic acid, this is a cis isomer. This is a cis isomer. Why? Because COOH group is present same side across this double bond, that's why it is a cis isomer. Similarly, in case of fumaric acid, the COOH group present opposite side across this double bond, across this C double bond, that's why it is known as trans isomer. So cis isomer is malic acid and trans isomer is fumaric acid. Now in this particular case, you are having this type of geometry, CAB and CAD. So AA are same, but we have two different type of substituent, that is B and D. Now here you also see the same thing. If two similar group present same side across this double bond, then the configuration is going to be cis, and if the similar group are present opposite side across this double bond, then the configuration is going to be trans. Okay, now we are taking few examples. Cis-cinnamic acid. In this case, you can see that two hydrogens are the similar group. They are present same side across this double bond. That's why it is known as cis-cinnamic acid. Similarly, in this particular structure of trans-cinnamic acid, you can see that these two hydrogens present opposite side across this double bond. So that's why it is an example of trans-cinnamic acid. Now look at this particular problem. In this particular case, you are unable to say anything about cis and trans. Why? Because here 4 groups are different. So if you look at very carefully, you can easily understood here 4 groups are different. See, this is fluorine, this is chlorine, this is bromine, and this is iodine. Okay, so in this case, the groups are not similar at all. So you are unable to say anything about cis and trans for this particular geometry. So there is a big problem. Okay, so how we can define this type of isomerism? Next slide, we are talking about this particular thing. Okay, so now we are having two configuration. One is cis trans, this is a traditional configuration, and the modern configuration is E and Z. Okay, now cis trans configuration is based on this criteria, that is similarity of the group. And this is the remark, is very important, that if two similar groups are on the same side of restricted bond, the configuration is cis, otherwise it is trans. Similarly, in case of Ez, we are looking at the seniority of group. If the two senior groups are on same side of restricted bond, the configuration is Z. So what is Z? Z is known as mean, that indicate together. Otherwise it is E. What is E? E means entgegen, that is called opposite. Okay. So in case of cis trans, we have to look at the similarity of the group. In case of Ez, we have to look at seniority of the group. Now the point is how to decide seniority. So in the next slide, we are going to discuss about how to decide seniority. So now it is actually decided by a particular rule which is given by Kahn, Ingold and Pillow, and according to their name, the name of the rule is CIP rules. Okay. Now you have to see few points of CIP rules. The first point is very important, that is assign priorities to the group attached to the CC double bond on the basis of atomic number. That is, more atomic number, more is the value of atomic number, will get more priority. Suppose if you have hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and chlorine, as because chlorine having more atomic number, so chlorine always gets higher priority. Similarly, after atomic number, we have to check atomic mass. If the group having more atomic mass, obviously that particular group will getting more priority. For example, if we are having bromine, carbon, deuterium, this is the isotope of hydrogen, and normal hydrogen or protium. So you can see bromine having more atomic mass, so it will get more priority than carbon, then deuterium, then hydrogen. Now in the third point, it is says that first point of difference, that is if the first atom is identical, then second atom is observed for seniority and so on. So let me tell you this, we have to just try to explain this particular point. So suppose you have CH2Cl, okay, and you have to add a OH if you are removing this chlorine. Now look at very carefully, the carbon is similar in both the cases, okay. After that hydrogen is similar in both the cases, okay. After that if you have chlorine, you have here oxygen. Now in between chlorine and oxygen, which one having more atomic number? Just think about it. So obviously chlorine will have more atomic number. If the chlorine as because that chlorine will have more atomic number, so chlorine will get higher priority than this oxygen. Okay. Similarly, in case of if you are taking CH2, if you are taking this particular group, that is CH2NH2, if you are taking CH2NH2, so if you are comparing this, always nitrogen will get lower priority. Okay, so nitrogen will get lower priority, so that's why the order should run like this: CH2Cl, then CH2OH, then CH2NH2, then CH3. Now rule number 2 is very important. You have to try to understand this rule number 2 particularly. So in rule number 2 it is said that where there is a double bond or triple bond, both atoms are considered to be duplicated or triplicated. Okay, so we have to understand this particular scenario. What do you mean by duplicated or triplicated? So in the next slide, we are going to discuss about this particular thing, that is what is duplicated or what is triplicated. Okay. Now suppose you have a group like this, RCH double bond CH2, right? Now looking at this particular carbon, so looking at this particular carbon, that this carbon having a double bond with another carbon. Similarly, this carbon also having a double bond with another carbon. Now you can write this structure in this manner also. Say at first you are writing R, then you are writing C, hydrogen is also present over here. You are writing this bond, for example C and C. Okay, so that indicate, to explain this duplicated or triplicated rule, I am taking this particular example. Here you have RCH double bond CH2. Right now you are going to break this structure. So you are getting R, C, hydrogen is present over here. So you are getting two new bond. Okay, so you are getting two new bond. Okay, so for this carbon you are getting two new bond, and you have another carbon over here. For this you are also getting, a new bond, right? So in this way you are writing like this. Okay, now you should put the two new carbon over here. This two carbon is basically known as phantom carbon. Okay, phantom carbon. Now look at this particular area. You have a carbon with a carbon. Okay, you look at this particular area. If you like to calculate this, you are writing like this. You have basically what you have basically carbon, hydrogen. Okay, we are just taking this particular portion. Okay, now if you have another structure, I am taking, that is R CH double bond NH. Okay, now if you are just try to break down this structure, you are getting what? You are getting basically R C H. Now carbon is joined with nitrogen via double bond, so that indicate you have to put a bond over here and you have to put a new bond over here. Okay, now nitrogen should be placed in its position. Nitrogen should be placed in its position. Now nitrogen should have a bond. In which it has carbon. Okay, in which it has carbon. So look at very carefully. You can easily understood this particular thing, which is very simple. As because this carbon having a double bond with this nitrogen, so this is the double bond I am talking about, and this is the double bond I am talking about. Okay, as because this carbon having double bond with this nitrogen, so in this way we have to break down this structure, and after break down this structure you have to take care of this particular portion, that is a carbon with nitrogen and hydrogen. So as a whole, what we can write? We can write as a whole, what we can write? We can write carbon, hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen. Okay, so in this particular case we have to take, so in this particular case what we have to take? We have to take around this carbon we have nitrogen, hydrogen, isn't it? Around this carbon we have to have nitrogen, nitrogen and what? Hydrogen. That's why you have to write this. Okay. Now similarly, if you have say R C triple bond CH, so that indicate this carbon can make triple bond. Mind it, this carbon can make triple bond with other carbon. So whenever you try to break down this structure, you have to write this structure in this way, RC. Okay, that carbon will make new 3 bond. Okay, so this is the bond 1, 2 and 3. So we have another carbon over here. For this we have to write C, okay, and we have to write H over here. Okay, now we have to again put the new bonds. Okay, so new bonds like C. Okay, so now we have to put C over here, we have to put C over here. Okay, so this particular carbon can make 3 bond. Okay, this particular carbon, so this particular carbon can make 3 bond, 1, 2 and 3 with this other carbon. Okay, similarly we can think that we can put carbon over here, we can put carbon over here. So as a whole, around this particular carbon we have 3C. Okay, we have 3C. Okay, so in this way we have to think that duplicated or triplicated. Now if you are comparing the priority order of COOH and CHO. Okay, now in case of COOH, you are having C oxygen, oxygen, OH, and in case of CH you are having C oxygen, oxygen and H. Okay, so ultimately what you conclude? You conclude that in that particular case you are having this particular moiety, and in this particular case you are having this particular moiety. Okay, now in the first case, in case of COOH, you are having oxygen, oxygen, oxygen. Okay, and in the second case, in case of CH, you are having oxygen, oxygen and hydrogen. So the atomic number of oxygen is 8, 8, 8, and this one is 8, 8 and 1. So automatically COOH group will get higher priority than CHO. Okay, so now, so rule number 2, I think it is clear. So where there is a double bond or triple bond, both atoms are considered to be duplicated or triplicated. So this is the way how we can duplicate it or triplicate it. Okay, if we have any given molecule, then we can do this procedure. Okay, now rule number 3 says that Z gets preference over E during IUPAC nomenclature. Okay, now if we want to decide whether the configuration is Z or E, then how you can proceed? Okay, if you cut this molecule like this, if you are able to cut the whole molecule into 2 equal halves with the help of a plane like this, then see, if you compare the priority order between chlorine and fluorine, then automatically chlorine will get higher priority and fluorine will get lower priority. Why? Because of atomic number. Similarly, you are having bromine over here and you are having iodine over here. So between bromine and iodine, automatically bromine will get higher priority than iodine. So we can write 2 over here. Okay, so 2 senior group present on the same side and 2 less senior group, or less senior 2 senior group are present on the same side and 2 less senior group is present junior. So 2 senior group are present on the same side and 2 junior group are present on the same side. So the configuration should be Z. Okay, so this is the way how we can decide E and Z nomenclature. Now we have more example. So this is the conclusion. So if higher priority group are on the same side across this double bond, we are getting Z isomer or Z configuration, and if we are having higher priority group opposite side of the double bond, then we are having E configuration. Okay, Now we are having few examples. Okay, now we are having few examples. So in the first example, if you are able to cut down this molecule, okay, in this way, if you are able to cut down the whole molecule, then look at very carefully. You have COOH over here and you have H over here. So as you know, in case of COOH, you have a double bond. So if you have a double bond, then this double bond can be duplicated like this, COOH, and you should consider this particular framework. Okay, now you are having oxygen, oxygen and oxygen, and all the oxygen having, you are having oxygen, oxygen and oxygen, and all the oxygen having atomic number 8. So if you are comparing the atomic number between these oxygens and this hydrogen, so automatically COOH group will get higher priority than hydrogen. So hydrogen is the lowest priority group. Okay, so now in this case also you have methyl and you have hydrogen. So which one getting more priority? Obviously methyl, because it has carbon, methyl having carbon, so carbon gets more priority because of its atomic hydrogen. So hydrogen get lowest priority. Okay, so now see, two similar priority group present opposite side across this double bond, so this configuration must be E. Next example, so we are having CHO, we are having CH2OH. Now we have to, if you again cut down this molecule, okay, now see, in this particular case you are having CHO, okay, you are having CH2H. Now compare this, in case of CHO, okay, in case of CHO, if you break down this molecule according to duplicated rule, you are getting this one. Okay, so you are getting oxygen, oxygen, hydrogen, so you are getting oxygen, oxygen, hydrogen. Okay, now in case of CH2OH, what you are getting? In case of CH2OH, see, you are getting only one oxygen. After carbon you are getting only one oxygen, but here you are getting OOH. Okay, so according to atomic number rules, CHO will get higher priority, okay, and CH2 will, OH group will get second priority. Now you have CH2 CH3 and you have CH CH3. Now in case of CH2 CH3, if you are break down this structure like this, and the second case you are having CH, you are having CH, then you are having CH3, CH3 and CH3. So after this carbon you are having only one CH3 group, and after this carbon you are having one carbon and second carbon, right? So after this carbon you are having two hydrogens, but after this carbon you are having basically two carbon. Okay, so because of this atomic number of carbon is high than that of hydrogen, so this particular moiety will get priority number 1 and this one will get priority number 2. So similar priority group present across the same side of the double bond, that's why this configuration should be Z. That's why this configuration should be Z, not E. Now we are having this particular example. So in this particular example you have cyanide and you have CH2OH group also. Okay, now according to CIP rule, all of you know that if you have C triple bond N, it will always gets higher priority than CH2OH because of triplicated rule. Okay, so if you cut down this molecule, then automatically C the triple bond N will get the higher priority than CH2OH group. Now what about this particular thing? Okay, now if you want to break down this particular structure you are getting, so this is a carbon, say after this carbon you are getting, after this carbon you are getting oxygen, then you are getting carbon, then you are getting carbon, then you are getting oxygen, then you are getting carbon. Now come to this side also, move to this side, oxygen, then carbon, then carbon, then carbon, then oxygen, then carbon. Okay, now talking about this particular structure, which structure? This structure. So after getting carbon you are having oxygen, then you have having carbon, then you are having carbon, then you are having oxygen. Similarly, if you move in this direction, after getting oxygen you are having carbon, then you are having carbon, then you are having oxygen. Okay, after oxygen you are having carbon again. So now if you compare these two, so look at very carefully, if you are comparing these two, so this point, if you are comparing these two, in the first case you are having the same thing, in the second case you are having the same atom, okay, in third case you are having the same atom, but in fourth case here you have oxygen, but here you have carbon. So which one having more atomic number? Also automatically oxygen will have more atomic number. Okay, so obviously this particular group, so automatically this particular group will get the higher priority. So it is 1, it should be 2. Okay, so as because of this, what we would say, we would say this configuration should be E, because because senior group are present opposite side of the double bond, that's why. Now in this given example you have a carbon atom like this. So in this given example you have a molecule. If you start numbering from left hand side, you are having 1 on COOH group, 2 on this carbon, 3 on this carbon, 4 on this carbon, 5, 6 and so on. Now so at the carbon number 2, as because this is the first position of double bond, so look at very carefully, 2 hydrogens atom present on the same side across this double bond. So that configuration should be Z. So in this case we are writing Z. In this case we are writing Z. Okay. Similarly in case of this fifth carbon, okay, in case of fifth carbon, here you have COOH and here you have hydrogen. They are not similar at all. So here you have E configuration. So what we can write? We can write 2Z, 5E for this configuration. We can write 2Z, 5E for this configuration. Now we are having this configuration. We have to decide whether it should be E or Z. Okay. Now looking at this molecule very carefully, what you can predict? Okay, this is a very simple example. You can predict that, say, here there is a position of hydrogen and here also the position of hydrogen. Okay. So see, so two similar group, or you can say two similar priority group are present opposite side across this double bond. So the configuration must be E. Okay. Similarly, if you take this example, here also you have hydrogen like this, here you also have hydrogen like this. So two priority atom present same side across this double bond, so that configuration should be Z. Okay, configuration should be Z. Now looking at this particular example, here you have hydrogen. Okay, now if you cut this whole molecule, next you have methyl group over here, you have hydrogen over here. So between these two, so automatically you know methyl will get higher priority and hydrogen will get lower priority. Similarly, if you cut down this whole molecule, next this methyl will get the lower priority and this CH2 CH3 will get the higher priority. So automatically this will get 1, this will get 2. So similar, or you know, senior group are present same side across this double bond. So configuration should be Z. Now we are going to take one MCQ question. Okay, so we have to decide. So we have to decide the configuration. Okay, so these options are, okay. So now looking at the carbon number 2, you can see, so there is a position of hydrogen. Okay, there is a position of hydrogen. So if there is a position of hydrogen, so with respect to this, so there is a position of hydrogen at carbon number 3. So if these two hydrogen is present opposite side across this double bond, so automatically you would say that carbon number 2 having E configuration, carbon number 2 having E configuration. So option number C is not the right option. It could be option number A, B and D. Now look at this carbon number 4. You have to decide whether it is R or S. So what is the rule? So I am writing this in this way. hydrogen present over here is a position of OH. This is a position of a group which contain chlorine and bromine. So if you are putting number, if you are giving number, if you are actually giving priority number, then OH will get first priority, okay, then this carbon will get second priority, this carbon will get third priority, and hydrogen will get fourth priority. Now if you are moving from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, it is actually anti-clockwise. If you move anti-clockwise, but if your lowest priority group present above the plane, then you should get R configuration. You should get R configuration. So 2Z 4R. So in which option you have 2Z 4R? So 2E, sorry. In which option you are getting 2E 4R? Option number A, option number B, but option number D having 4A. So D is excluded. Okay. So it could be either option number A or option number B. So 2E 4R is confirmed. Okay. Now in case of 5. In case of 5, you are having bromine like this, you are having chlorine like this, you are having two group over here. So this group, that is CH2CH3, that particular group will get priority number 4. But because of the presence of OH, that particular group will get priority number 3. And between chlorine and bromine, bromine will get priority number 1 and chlorine will get priority number 2. Okay. As because the fourth priority group is not present, below the plane or above the plane, we should change the configuration like this. You should change the configuration like this. 4 should be come over here, 1 will go there, 3 will come here, 2 will go there. Now you can start moving 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Okay, 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Okay, this is a clockwise rotation and lowest priority group is present above the plane. So the configuration then should be S, that is 5S. Okay, so 2E 4R 5S, option number D, option number B is the right answer, option number A is not the right answer. Okay, so that's all for today's class. I hope you understood well. If you are like my video, then press the like button and do subscribe it. Thank you.